award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year award.
They start the drive with Lynch, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second.
Watch 98's the mic. Express. Watch the run.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
That's it, baby.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
Just your guy from Iron Man. Friend requested me on Facebook. I'm gonna give you this because I'm gonna go use the restroom. I don't know how long I'm gonna take. I'm being serious. All right. I'm gonna give you one more, but you have to swallow. There you go.
So a costly penalty and now a tougher 3rd down situation.
Down. Three down.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that's complete to Walford. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Key 26, key 26.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Army.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And from the 9-yard line now, it's first and goal.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Now Bell.
You got three.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Short kick. It's taken to the 23. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Going top shelf for Smith. Shoot. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And complete, right side to Cook. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Carr gives to Marshawn. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Well, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up fourth down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Carr now to throw, and it's caught. Roberts has it for a Raider touchdown. Seth Roberts from a yard out, and the Raiders add 6 to their lead. They're going to try and run, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 42 yards. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Set. Black 20.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jesse James from 3 yards out. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. So they're going to go for 2.
Double tight.
Now Roethlisberger under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Still just a 2-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel, but they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Get set. You want it,
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And an alley to run. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the...
Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. To throw, it's Carr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fire it over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Hey, how's it going in there?
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Let's get off the field. All right, here we go.
Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got the first down here inside the 30. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it too.
Here's Roethlisberger. The quick slant caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Roethlisberger will throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
Yeah, they would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion. Incomplete. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Monday, down! Wide 85! Give me that ball, defense! Give me that ball! Give me that ball, defense!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. He drew that up. I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. They're going to try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. On I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly...
He'll look to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice game. He's back to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Come to my world. We want it. Come on.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And the Steelers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clenched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. And this isn't going to get there. It's no good. Didn't get enough.
Finish the game? Did you win or did he win? Huh? He won? Told you, Steelers are gonna win. Don't say it. You do as well. You do the exact same thing, so I don't want to hear it, Patrick. Hey, do you watch SpongeBob? No. No? What is it? Huh? What is it? going to be your last one. So after this, I'm going to be in here for a little bit, but I'm going to leave. All right? You can't breathe and drink at the same time. Want one more? One more? Yeah? There you go. There you go, Patrick. Yeah, no problem. Even though you're like the hardest client I ever had. And you know that's not true. See, look, my team. Isn't that cool that my team's on the cover? And where's your team? It's not on the cover, is it? I feel sorry. Oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh. See what happens when I have good coach? Don't you agree?
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Mitchell Trubisky's Bears going up against Carr's Raiders.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay at Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Chicago Bears. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Take four. Now, blue 80.
Carr now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That throw good for 4. It's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On third down, Carr over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And down he'll go at the 25. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here's Carr to throw, and he finds Cook. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Now, 185.
On second down, Lynch. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Now Carr. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense.
Oh.
Well, she probably will send you over and have you do it, or she has to wait for the insurance and then Daddy can take you over. We'll see. I don't know, bud. We'll talk to Dr. Quasi. It's Quasi. We'll call it Dr. Quasi. Be careful.
So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away.
Right?
On 4th down, here's the Raider punter Marquette King to kick it away. He'll get off a fairly here as this is toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. For Jordan Howard, Charles, last year in 2017, not quite as good as the great rookie year he had in 2016.
And a big part of that, very simply, there weren't any playmakers around him to keep defenses back and keep things stretched. He was running into 8- and 9-man boxes on almost every carry. So I thought he had a tremendous year. Number 6 in the league in rushing after being number 2 a season before.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Hey, keep it up. Now let's go. Green.
Now it's Trubisky. Finds his target. It's Bellamy. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 15 yards there for number 15.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90. Alert. Blue 90.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
gears back and go full strength.
They go with Howard again. And a short gain down to about the 33. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Check. Blue 90!
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Check. Here we go now.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back to the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Strong right. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Carr. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
One thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
We got right coming. Watch out. Down. Blue 80.
Carr now on 1st down. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he's brought down. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrell Freeman.